Hello. Are you quiet? I don't know. Let me double check. You're gonna whack it.
Hello, hello,
Right,
hello.
that one,
Oh no. Welcome to Standing Up School. And you fail. I showed that to my D&D friends and they were like, what the fuck is this?
I don't think they're good friends then.
They just didn't understand. They'd never seen like ASDF. But then showing people...
do D&D?
No, but showing people of our age now,
Yeah.
like it's just not funny.
No, but it is.
No, it's funny to us because nostalgia. But newness coming... Take that off.
No.
Take it off.
No.
Right.
Yes.
No.
This is recording. That is recording.
I don't have anything embarrassing. Why do you keep adding random shit to my shelf?
Take some of the clutter out of the other room.
Right.
I don't
you
want
are recording.
Russian fucking
It's Bulgarian.
Harry.
What?
I bought it for you.
It's a present.
I didn't ask you to.
That's a good point. Rachel's back now.
Hello.
Hi.
You can get a bit later. I got a fun fact.
I
I have a really cool. It's quite sweet actually.
What?
What?
How annoying I find
What?
myself on this fucking podcast. I think I'm so annoying.
It's because we project that you are annoying. Like, that's your character role.
I'm just listening to it. I'm like, God, do I ever shut up?
But that means it's working. The character of you being an asshole is working.
But I'm so nice.
Do you wanna know, yeah.
I'm so nice.
Do you want to know a fun fact?
Do I?
Yeah.
What?
So, sea lions, right? Their fur is fluffy. They have fluffy fur, but because they're always wet, it's always slicked back.
Oh.
So if you dried out a sea lion, it'd be poof, just a ball of poof.
I need visual evidence, but I...
There's that one TikTok of someone
Record yourself.
looking at-
Can it be heard?
I don't know. I'm not currently looking at
So if you look at this, if you look at the sea lion, it's got little fluffs.
Oh.
But it's not wet. I just like it when they get older and their eyes are like that.
They're like foaming at the mouth. Yeah, they're lovely.
You haven't got a drink, have you?
No, I haven't had any coffee. Let's see how we go.
There's always the break.
There is.
There's always the break, and we love the break. Alright, do you want me to get rid of this?
Yeah.
Can someone do a sync clap for me, please?
Oh, can you see? Right,
Time.
for me.
To you.
That one can't see me. No, just do it in front of you. No, just...
Right.
I've
you
done
can
one
be
for that
seen
one.
No,
in
because that's not
mine.
how a sync works.
Right, you can be seen in mine, so I'm assuming you can be seen. Oh no, you can't.
If I do it here.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that professionalism.
How I'm going to climb without making sounds? And the answer is no.
Don't climb, sit on the
Just
floor.
Sit still.
Like a beggar.
Like a
Think
good
so?
producer.
No, more. More.
Anyway,
More.
speaking of... Oh, no. I was thinking that was Willy Wonka. That's Oliver, isn't it?
How dare you?
Have you seen the trailer for Wonka yet?
I have, and I'm not quite sure how to
Should we
feel about
Should
it.
we have a little intro and then discuss it?
Okay,
Since we're just rambling on already.
here's an intro. I'm not quite sure how to...
Alright then. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
It's been a break. Welcome to Series 2.
It is series 2. It's not season.
No,
What?
because we are English. It's Americanized to say season of a show. We have series in the UK, whereas they class a series as a whole as a series. They class each season as a season. But if you talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
Yeah.
that is a series which has seasons in it in American,
Okay.
whereas we call it a show that has series in it.
But I call it a TV series, even if it is.
That's
English.
okay, but you don't call the seasons season 1, season 2. You call them series 1, 2, 3, 4.
Depends if I read the word season on the TV. I think. Because Brooklyn Nine-Nine says like season 1, season 8 is now available or whatever.
Yeah, because because we're watching it through American companies. Netflix,
Yeah.
Disney, what have you, Warner Brothers.
Well, nothing's coming out at the minute, is it?
If you look on iPlayer, it's series 1, series
Who
2.
uses iPlayer?
Everyone wants to watch the BBC. Yeah, me, Rachel. So you're outvoted here.
So
You've got majority here.
What do you watch on BBC that?
I'm currently rewatching Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And I watched there was 2 Australian series that came out recently. There was £10 Poms and Queen of Oz with Catherine Tate. That was very funny.
I think I've seen snippets of it.
Yeah, she gets shipped off. She's part of the royal family, and she's like a Princess Margaret. She's always out partying, and everyone's kind of like, oh, God's sake. So they ship her off. The actual queen like throws away the throne in Australia, and then Catherine Tate is put in a new role as Queen of Australia, and she lives there, and it's very funny.
Is it very much Catherine Tate humour?
Yeah,
So it's very dry and witty and quick.
yeah, it works very well.
You excited for Doctor Who?
I am. Oh my God, I didn't tell you. I've got the new screwdriver.
I was gonna right. So I saw some people on TikTok it got shipped to them. I was like, they all seem to be American, so I don't know if Rob's has come. Because I know
Yeah.
you pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
And verdict?
It's okay. It's good. It's interestingly. So it's
a chunk of plastic.
No, I should have brought it for viewing purposes. Here's a picture. It's got the end of Matt's, and then David's like skin color. It's like
The marble.
effect, and then Peter's uppity bit. So it's like a combination of all the last 3 recent ones, apart from Jodie's.
Yeah, there's no vibrator.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Just vibrates.
And then you sent me, and then I was looking at it, and then you sent me that fake picture of Matt Smith is in the thing, and I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense because this is his screwdriver as well. I was fuming. I was so angry. Harry sent me a fake image being like, oh yeah, Matt Smith's in the new series. No.
And it was a shot from like when he was with what's the face? Not Amy.
Bernard Cribbins.
Who?
Oh,
Bernard Cribbins is in it.
He's Wilfred.
Yeah, no. It was a picture of Matt Smith and I want to say Jenna.
But he was with Catherine Tate in the photo. They'd put him in the place of David.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it was like an upward shot, so it was like a shot taken on set, and it looked real, and it stressed me
And
out.
that's why I sent it to you.
And then it was a group shot, so you swipe along, and it just went, "Ha, this is fake," and I wanted to cry.
Because I started to be like, oh, that's really cool. You'll be in it, and then I was like, oh, okay. Send it to Rob.
But then I saw it, and I was like, "No, why would that be spoiled? I want to know. I'd want him to just appear." So I was angry with you for spoiling it, and then also double angry because it wasn't real.
I was very tempted to say like, you can't be angry at me, because I knew it was gonna be, you're gonna be angry at me because I sent it to you and spoiled something,
Yeah.
or are you gonna be angry at me because it's not real?
So I was just double angry.
But you can only be one type of angry because it was a joke, not because I spoiled anything.
Anyway, stress. No, I am looking forward to it. Yeah, just
David Tennant in Good Omens. You watch Good Omens?
I have not.
She cried,
I saw that. You cried at the end of series 2.
and then she's put posts on Instagram. I only just started it this morning. I'm 3 in. Shut up. I'm only 3 in. And like the day she finished it, day it came out, she's putting shit on. I'm like, hang on, don't
Spoily bit.
don't spoil
It's
it.
not spoilers.
But it lends me to think of an ending that probably might not happen, or probably could happen, because I still haven't finished the series.
You need to finish the series.
Give me time.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's not
I'm
fair.
busy.
Jesus. It's like
I'm
I've just spoiled something for myself. So I'm watching for all the young girls out there. Oh God. That's not what I meant. For all the girls who were young in the noughties, I've started watching Gossip Girl, which I never saw as a child. It came out like, I don't know, late 2006 onwards. And
We need a Gossip Girl expert.
Beth. I just watched it with Beth.
I've got no idea about anything about.
Oh,
Gossip Girl.
we'll bring her.
All I
into
know is that there's a Family Guy joke about it,
that. Sure.
and it's Peter Griffin sending a text to Gossip Girl, and it comes back to him being like, "Hi, it's me. I'm Gossip Girl." That's the only part of Gossip Girl that I know.
Okay. Well, did you see Bridgerton?
No.
Okay.
Funnily enough, not my kind of thing.
Well, interestingly, Bridgerton is a copy of Gossip Girl. So
Can they not get done for that?
no, apparently not.
Okay.
In that, so Gossip Girl is the narrator of the show, but is
Yeah.
also the source of news for all the people in school. It's like a text alert that they all get that
Yeah.
someone slept with someone else.
Yeah.
And Bridgerton is like the old-timey version of that in that,
They use pigeons.
no, it's still, they use letters,
Oh.
but it's like a society newspaper that comes out and tells everyone the gossip, but then also it's the narrator of the show as well.
Do you think if they did it today, it'd be like...
They have remade Gossip Girl on social media, as in like they use social media now rather than texting apparently.
It's like
So I'm
Twi-
going to
it's
see
like-
what that's like.
When
Later on.
did that get made?
21, 22.
Really?
Yeah, it's fairly recently.
I've not heard anything of it. Obviously, it's probably not done very well, I'm guessing.
It was on the BBC here. It was on the iPlayer for a while.
I think we've just discussed this. I don't use the iPlayer.
Feel like you should.
I mean, we were discussing once a lifetime ago to do the Doctor Who thing together.
Oh yeah.
And that would be you educating me. Bit like this, but just Doctor Who. And I'd
Yeah.
have to re-watch everything.
Yeah.
We could still do it. I just don't have the fucking patience anymore.
You need to work on that.
My
Like,
patience, no,
you're-
no. My patience is fine. Don't get me wrong. Right, it is fine. I just think that I'll get to Capaldi again and just think I can't be arsed with it because I don't like him as an actor.
You need to push past that because he does it so beautifully in such a different way. He has the grandfathery take on it in that he, to start with, they do play it off him a bit silly and he's a bit old and rude, but then he gets into the kind, compassionate, I do care about everyone, I do care about the planet. You know, Clara's dead, holy shit, what do I do with
She
that?
died. Thank God.
Yes. And then
Didn't like her at all.
nobody liked her. And
You messed
and so you need to push on with him.
Mm.
And then we do need to watch Jodie again because I need to give her
Oh, I don't have to
maybe
pay.
a slight benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure.
I don't want to give.
I watched it once and
I watched
it was awful.
the Spiders in Chef United or whatever the title was called.
yeah, Arachnids in the UK. What a shit title.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
That's fucking dreadful.
Yeah. Just everything was dreadful. But I've only seen it once, so this was a retrospective.
The only reason I watched some of hers was Lee Mack was in that weird one about parcels.
That was the only one towards the end I said that was actually
I enjoyed that one.
yeah, that was a good Doctor
mainly
Who episode.
because of Lee Mack, and I think he just did all right. But I don't
And
like.
she wasn't in it a lot.
She wasn't in a lot of it. Yeah. Is it Bradley Walsh? He was a support.
Oh, he was awful. He was so bad at acting in it. Like he'd just run along and go, "Oh, Doc, what we doing there?" And like he's just old.
like all the companions except worse.
Yeah, but also I think we've discussed this before. They've made Jodie's Doctor stupider in that she, in the moment, just example of stupidness. In the moment, she would be asking all the companions like, "Oh, what's that?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what fucking Sideman is. You know what am I meant to know about that?" She doesn't have the quick mental capacity or the memory. I don't know. Yeah, to be like, "Oh yeah, this I'm a doctor. I know this. We'll fix that by doing this."
Really, that's what I'm cautious with shooting Gower.
In that, I am cautious because we haven't seen him in a drama role. We've seen him in sex
Yeah.
ed, and he's a good.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
He's a brilliant actor from what we've seen, but as we know, Peter did it very well. Matt and David, the anger of the Doctor about certain things, about the Time War, about death in general, about any sort of genocide, when he actually snaps and has those big moments, they are very powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, just purely because we haven't seen, I'm not sure if he can pull that off.
Yeah, I think the pulling in. Don't get me wrong. I mean, no one knew Matt Smith. Everyone was. He was the youngest Doctor.
Yeah.
To start off with, everyone knew, and then he his first anger scene. You're like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
He was driven.
Yeah.
And I think David Tennant could pull it off. I mean, Eccleston could pull it off, but everyone knew who Eccleston was at the time.
Peter pulled it off very well, I have to say.
I can see it because he's an angry guy in general. Every role he is angry.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of actors.
Oh God, here we go.
No, I have news. I don't know if you've seen this. I saw this last night. So the writer's strike and the actor's strike is going on at the moment. So nothing has been made.
Beyond the Spider-Verse has been TB'd completely.
Yep.
Venom's been pushed back. Craven's now next year, even though it's going to come out October.
Yep.
Next month.
Everything.
Even though it's finished.
Anything that hasn't been fully finished and released has stopped.
But I don't get why they've stopped Craven because they've stopped filming. It's just post now.
obviously they're part of it.
Very
And
close.
anyway, so I saw a very nice thing. Dwayne The Rock Johnson has donated millions of pounds to SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, who
Yeah.
are the union that are running it, so that all like low-level writers and actors that don't have billions of dollars can pay rent and keep going and live
Yeah.
life whilst carrying on the strike. And I thought, you know what? That's really great, Rock. I'm really good on you.
From what I've heard between him and like producers on like Black Adam and kind of the recent stories about him with trying to be like, oh, I'm taking control of DC, and then they've gone, no.
How about no?
You know, oh, I'll bring back Henry Cavill, and then DC have gone, no, again.
Yeah.
I know that sometimes, a bit like with Tom Cruise, I think because they will have that say, I think Tom Cruise did it the right way, probably. That, you know, he gets control of Mission Impossible. If he has a freak out on set, he has a good reason for it.
Yeah.
'Cause did you ever listen to that leaked audio about him on set when they were filming, I want to say Fallout? During
It
COVID.
vaguely rings a bell.
During COVID, some people were breaking COVID like violations who were standing too close or whatever,
yeah.
and he had a massive freak out.
Yeah.
And you listen to it, and everyone's like, "Oh, how can he be so rude to his staff?" I'm like, he produced this film. He's exec. He is directing it essentially. It's his child. And if they're going to get shut down, it'll be on these three people's fault. It's like working anywhere and breaking COVID violations.
Yeah.
And I listened to it again recently, funnily enough, and I was like, I don't know why anyone had an issue with this. He's in full right to be like, he's like, you know, we've got people to pay, we have jobs to do, we're making movies so this industry doesn't fucking die. And I was like, too fucking right.
Yeah.
And instead of like them getting fired, he gave them a second chance. He went, if you see it doing again, you will be gone.
Yeah.
And he will make sure you will be gone.
Yeah.
Essentially threatening to blacklist them.
Yeah.
But in a way that he's that serious about his child, which was Fallout. And
Oh yeah.
don't get me wrong, Mission Impossible, fucking.
It's not a series I've ever got into. I have to say, like
2 and 3 were alright, not as good as the first one. Because obviously it was when Tom Cruise started to act. It was his first one, so he was very over dramatic, and that
Yeah.
was kind of the point of it's kind of a spoofy James Bond,
yeah.
but it is a realistic James Bond, but
Yeah.
it's not. And then Ghost Protocol came out, and you're like, oh, this is peak cinema, fucking peak cinema.
Right. Okay.
And then it was what was after Ghost Protocol? It's either Rogue Nation and then Fallout, or Fallout then Rogue Nation, which I can never remember. But like they've just gone above every single time. So they've gone like up the Burj Khalifa, fucking, and then he just posts a picture on the top of it on Instagram. You're like, yeah, it's Tom Cruise. Oh well, that's
Yeah,
fine.
He's having a great time.
Fucking hangs off the plane with like one wire connecting them to it, and then like fucking Dead Reckoning, he like jumps off an actual cliff on a bike, and then just replace the cliff in CG.
Love it.
Fucking Dead Reckoning.
Yeah.
Mint as fuck.
Good.
And it's a bit like Across Spider-Verse. They left it as a part 2 and a good pace.
Okay. Yeah.
They've not just gone part 2.
The end.
The end.
Yeah. So, Barbie's doing very well, and Oppenheimer's doing very well. We've been to see both. You, like a right twonk, did actual Barbenheimer.
Yeah, Rachel. We did it.
Oh, and sorry, yes, Rachel.
Rachel was there. Fuck me, I was knackered. I felt so ill the next day. I was like, I just want a nap.
Yeah.
How did you feel afterwards?
I think because it was really good films, they were both really.
I think if they were both, I think if Oppenheimer was a bit iffy.
It would have felt so much longer than it was because we both said it didn't feel like 3 hours.
You know when we went to go see House of Gucci and went, that felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer felt like an hour and a half.
I know exactly what you mean, yeah. I felt that. So I went to go and see Oppenheimer later on. I saw Barbie on day one with you. And then I wasn't going to see Oppenheimer because I thought it's not really my vibe.
Yeah.
But then,
it's fucking phenomenal, isn't it?
well, in a twist of fate, my grandmother
Oh yeah, how was she with it?
spoke up and then said, I used to work with some of the professors that actually were
Yeah.
there. And I was like, sorry, what? And she was like, can't tell you. Part of the Official Secrets Act. And I was like,
Yeah.
you can't just drop that in there.
Yeah.
So we went to go and see it, and all the way through, she was just like, "Yep, know that one. Met him, sent loads of letters to him. Yep." And I was
Which
just like,
ones? Which ones?
Grandma,
Which ones?
I can't tell you that. And so
Give us the actors.
no, and
You.
so
Cunt.
it was great. So we were just in a normal cinema. We were in IMAX, and quite frankly, I wouldn't have wanted it any bigger or any louder than what we had it in a normal cinema, because
You know what? So when the bomb went off.
the tester one.
No, the main atomic
yeah.
first
Yeah.
big test.
Yeah.
Did you feel it?
No, it wasn't feely because we just heard it.
Normal sound, but it was loud.
Yeah. But it was like, we wouldn't have launched it for much longer. You know, it was like, boo, and then, okay. But
Well, no, because you had the three distances, didn't you? They all got hit at different points. I just think that was brilliant. And I don't know what it was like don't know what it was like in a normal cinema. Sorry. Gee, stop coming. No. Say that out of context as much as you can. When that hit,
yeah.
I don't know, because it was did you feel it when the bomb went off?
Yeah, it was quite basic.
Did you feel like kind of like it hitting you?
Yeah.
It made me jump.
It was like a
It still made me
roar
jump.
sound.
Yeah, but we didn't get hit because it was just,
It felt like there was a gust of wind though.
yeah.
But I don't know if that was just me being, because my stomach were off, as always.
We love
So
an
it's just
IMAX.
the dust coming off the base.
I was just like, fuck
in the
it.
IMAX.
And I was like, I knew that if they did it properly, there'd be a gap in between the
Yeah.
visual explosion and if they did it properly. And I was like expecting, because even like that little tester one that they did, it went,
Mm.
and I was like, oh, there's a little time difference. That's cute. And then I realised, if that actually happens with the big bomb,
Yeah.
I have to count down in my head roughly, I think it was like 10 seconds time
Yeah.
difference. So fucking got it wrong. And I was like, the first two made me jump, the third one didn't. I
Yes.
was like,
Well, the third one was
are we
like,
not on silent?
sorry, the third one was
Fucking
like
hell.
at a different angle though, wasn't it? So it was quieter anyway.
The first one was the closest one.
Yeah, the third one was the furthest away.
Furthest away, and I was like,
So
it
it's
actually felt
Muffled, yeah.
really cool. But did you enjoy it then?
I did enjoy it. I agreed with Rachel that even though it wasn't the most interesting film, I never lost interest.
Yeah.
I never dropped off. I was constantly, I don't know.
Waiting for the next bit, I was.
Yeah, I was just sort of like, okay, yeah. I'm not dropping off at any point. So I was very impressed. It didn't feel like 3 hours. To start with, I was a bit like, I don't like this chopping between the three storylines. Like, you could have done this a bit better, but then actually towards the end, I was like,
If they didn't do it,
kind of,
it
would
wouldn't
just
have
be
made sense.
even longer. Yeah, and it just would have been too
Then you
long.
would have been dragged out of it.
Yeah,
And I think I saw something like kind of explaining why it went to black and white and colour.
yeah,
The coloured one was his perspective of it. Oppenheimer's perspective of it.
yeah.
His subjective view. And then the black and white was objective because he's either not there or what the other people are seeing.
Oh, I thought they just did it in black and white, so everyone was like, "This is a different storyline. This isn't happening at the same time."
because
I thought they were just like visually being like, "No, these are three different
I
storylines."
could be wrong. I could be really wrong.
Yeah.
But that's what this person said.
That makes
and
sense,
it does
yeah.
make sense because obviously everything else that was black and white was being told from Strauss's or Downey
Yeah.
Jr.'s perspective.
Yeah,
So even the retelling of when he's in the boardroom trying to get his security clearance again,
yeah,
and halfway after, because the way they do it was the question, and then they kind of explained it with the backstory of his subjective view of it, him telling the story,
yeah,
and obviously going back to black and white in that boardroom again, it shows their perspective of it.
yeah.
And again, I didn't realise this until that final shot of him with Albert being with Strauss and saying, "You did this, it's all on you, he's after me." And then you hear those words from Albert, and this would never have happened if he just told Strauss
Yeah.
what Albert said to him.
Yeah.
Because when he said that, I was like, fucking hell. That realisation that what he's done, and then it hits him, and it ends, and you're like, fucking Jesus.
Literally, like the petulance of a small man that felt like he'd been snubbed, and so he's just completely ruined this other man and everything. Yeah.
And then it's just Cillian Murphy's acting of his face when the realisation of what he's done in the world of science.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
In the world of the world.
Yeah. Hello?
Catastrophe.
Oh, yeah. Catastrophic.
Catastrophic. That's what I'm after. Fuck.
You should know that. That was in the Barbie trailer. Like, thingy, Will Ferrell says it, and he's like, catastrophic, when he's got his, like, fucking
I learned that
drumsticks.
Why did he have drumsticks?
I don't know.
Is that ever explained?
No.
Does the owner of the CEO of Mattel have drumsticks?
I don't know.
But yeah, going on to Barbie. Unless you've got any more.
Yeah, just hold
Oppenheimer.
on. I want to say acting was phenomenal by all people around, apart from Emily Blunt.
I
Poor
agree.
girl. Her
I already agree.
but her character was so boring. She had nothing to do. And I was like, that's such a waste. They could have just put in
But that's what happened.
generic woman.
Yeah, but
Why get Emily Blunt?
because she's a good actress.
I know, but it's such a waste. Anyway,
Fun thing that I learned, there was only obviously it's Christopher Nolan does everything practical.
yeah.
There's only 27 visual effects artists.
Okay.
There is one shot that used visual effects, and it's for the Indian screenings of it.
Oh.
And it was covering Florence Pugh in a CGI black dress.
Oh.
That's 27 people to make that.
Wow.
Fun fact for you all.
Fun fact. Very fun fact. That was fun. Florence Pugh bouncing up and down. Oh, hi, Grandma. Yeah, lovely.
I know. When you said, "Oh, I'm going to see it with Grandma," I went, "Hang on."
Hang on a minute.
You see Cillian Murphy like bare ass getting
Anyway.
Anyway, going on to something a bit more family friendly. Barbie.
Oh, Barbie. So good. I've seen it twice.
You've seen it twice?
Mm.
Oh, you went to see it with your D&D group?
Yeah.
And what were their thoughts on it?
Interestingly, nothing to do with the group. In our screening, infinitely less laughs than when we saw it.
Really?
Yeah. For example, when the daughter calls her a fascist, no laughs. Whereas that killed everyone in ours. We were like, it was
we
so
had a
funny.
good screening.
Yeah.
We had a good
lot of
screening.
laughs, keeping going all the time. There were about 2 or 3 big laughs in the second screening, and I was like, okay.
Some of the things. I mean, Lucy said that you cried,
I did.
but I didn't see you cry. I saw Lou cry.
Yeah.
Because when Lou cries, it's like a fucking river.
It's like a whole body experience.
It's yeah. And when she cried at everything, everywhere, all at once, I was like, oh my god, she's broken again.
Well,
God,
interestingly,
she was singing after Paddington too. Christ,
oh yeah,
that got me. But
I got a bit more emotional the second time round, purely because I wasn't still trying to figure out how on earth a plastic doll came to the real world. Because I figured out that the first time I was so like focused on the nuance of like,
the story.
okay, yeah, like where is Barbie Land? How does it work? How are we getting it? Like, what are the actual mechanics of the like the space time continuum here? So like the second time around, I was just sat
Barbie is a doctor.
No, and so the second time I was just
Confirmed.
like, okay, just glaze over it, just enjoy it, and then it was a bit more like, oh, okay, women.
Oh my god. Oh my god, women. Yeah, women.
And I saw,
But I get it.
I saw America Ferrera's speech this time, whereas the first time I went for a pee at that point, so I missed that one where she was like,
Breaking the other Barbies out of the trance.
But the first bit when she's saying it to Margot Robbie, and she says that the whole bit.
I'll tell you what, kind of hit me. I didn't cry. You didn't get me.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the message. I think if I did rewatch it, maybe it would have got me more. What was really nice and sweet was when she was on the bus stop.
You're pretty. I know.
I think I just think that the look in Margot Robbie's face, and the way she did that scene was lovely. Yeah. And it was just a nice scene.
That did
and
get me again.
that pause between after she says "You're beautiful," and that pause, and then she says,
I know, dear.
I know, dear. And it's like, it just shows that she's so cool and that she knows who she is. And I think that was great.
Yeah.
And then there was also the scene of, I don't know. I think most when Margot Robbie was like being so emotional and crying.
Yeah.
I think she just pulled it off so well.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether I underappreciate her as an actress because of what I've seen her in so far. Because I've seen her in things, obviously, they've got Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, same character. But even then, like, every time it's been a Suicide Squad or her Harley Quinn, because it's different directors, they've all been different. Whereas in this James Gunn one, she's more of who she wants to play it as.
Yeah.
She was brilliant in Bombshell.
Oh, I love Bombshell.
Bombshell was
so
good.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd see Bombshell.
I was like advocating. I wanted to go and see it many, many times. I've bought it on like everything.
Have you?
Because
I've only seen it once.
Well, I was always interested in the actual story anyway, as it was breaking and Fox and all that. So the story, I was like, oh, cool. And then there is actually another series with somebody else.
The Morning Show. I'm gonna go.
No. The Loudest Voice in the Room.
Oh right, okay.
And I saw that, and that was a different take on it, but it was quite good.
Yeah.
No, the morning show is about a different scandal at NBC.
I haven't seen the
This was all about Fox.
I haven't seen the morning show.
It's very good.
I cancelled my Apple
Third
TV
series-
account.
I know, third series is about to come out, though. I saw an advert for it, and I was like...
The only reason
Now's a
I
good time to
paid
watch it again.
quite a lot for Apple TV. I
Yeah.
kept paying for it for months and months, being like, oh, I'll get around to everything, watching there.
Yeah.
Watch Ted Lasso, I've got rid of it.
I'm going to do that when the third series comes out.
Buy it for a month, watch
I'm
it
gonna buy it,
all.
but yeah.
Because Ted Lasso, that made me cry. Fuck, that did make me cry. That last episode broke me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not fair. They should be doing this and they should be doing that. They just know. You come back to England. Fucking broke me. Fucking broke me.
England.
Well, it's how it ends. He goes back to America to be with his son. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but you should be with Hannah Waddington's character. Because
Oh, what a queen.
what a queen. Fucking love her. She's great. Except for in Hocus Pocus 2 because she's not in it.
Oh.
She's in it for about 5 seconds.
Oh.
And they snubbed her so much. It was so upsetting. I was really excited to see her. She comes in. I think she was about to sing a song. She gets cut off.
Tell you who looks like she's been snubbed. Scarlett Johansson in Haunted Mansion. She is nowhere to be seen.
She's in it?
It was like her film. It was like...
Really?
Yeah, that
I've
was
never-
like one of the leveraging points about Black Widow. In their legal case, she was being like, I want to do a film. And so they said, okay, you can be in Haunted Mansion. You can do whatever. And
Who is she in it?
I don't know.
Is she an actress or is she directing it?
I thought she was in it. Oh.
Yeah, it's back.
Hi.
I'm just gonna start.
It took a second. It's all right.
Well, how much have we missed?
Like
3 seconds.
10 seconds.
It's right. The YouTube people can just have a... Thank you. The YouTube people can just have a picture of you in it. That's the one.
So, yeah, I understood it to be like her project. I thought she was going to be in it, directing it like a...
I've not seen her
Tom
in any
Cruise.
trailers.
No, exactly. So I'm a bit like...
I don't know if she was in it. Maybe it's just a cameo.
Maybe. Even
I
though-
am the Black Widow ghost. When's that coming out? It's coming out like, next week.
August? Yeah, it's
I think
fairly
next
early,
week.
isn't it? Again, questions as to why not Halloween, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, I might go to the cinema tonight.
Oh, why are we going to see?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, isn't it?
Not watching that.
I know.
And...
Might have to go alone.
Okay. So Barbie was very good. We
No,
were
I'll
very
go
happy
see
with
it.
Barbie.
Barbie, yes. Shooty Gat was in that.
He is.
Also, there was someone else who was meant to be in it, and I don't remember seeing them at all. And he was a Ken.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing him at all. At
Good chap.
all whatsoever.
So on the back of Barbie's success, i.e. at the moment it's made $775 million worldwide.
Is this from last week?
This is from a day ago.
So that'll be the... Yeah, it's its second week running it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing well. It's not dropped so far. Like there's been a bit of a dip, but usually second weekend at the moment,
A little bit of a dip.
things are down.
Depending on the project.
So it's doing very well. And on the back of that, Mattel have commissioned 3 new projects to do with their brands. Have you heard these? There is going to be a Polly Pocket film
I can give a shit.
with the woman from Emily in Paris.
Who's it?
Rachel's having a great time.
Emily in Paris?
Emily in Paris.
No, I
I'm
hate
not-
Emily in Paris, but love Polly Pockets.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
And then there's a Hot Wheels film directed
Oh, J.J. Abrams is
by
doing it.
J.J.
Oh,
Abrams.
it's going to be mint. It's just going to be cars and lens flares and, I don't know, Daisy Ridley
And
going,
Apparently, a third one with this toy called Spaceman Matt Mason. No one's ever heard of him. With Tom Hanks in it.
Who?
Which bit didn't you get?
First part.
Spaceman Matt Mason.
Get me a picture.
He's never seen the light of day. He was there for a bit. But
Spaceman Matt Mason.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Is that the title?
that's the toy, and so I don't know what the story will be. But they've got Tom Hanks, and he's already done both of these. He was in Apollo, and then he's also done Toy Story. So he's done space and toys already.
Who the fuck is that?
A well-known Mattel project.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know why they're not doing Ken, but oh well.
Because Ken is just Ken.
But he's now Knuff, and so he can have his own film.
His own film. Oh.
That is the brand.
Something that I saw that. Can you remember there was a scene? He said the. I can't remember the scene now. They're trying to break him, and he's like, after all the patriarchy, I didn't find out it was about horses, and I didn't care anymore.
I lost interest when it
It
wasn't about horses.
he walks around the wall or something after saying something about me. He goes, "Sublime!"
Oh yeah.
And apparently there's multiple different tastes of just saying random words. And that's just one that they picked.
That was one of the laughs. Horses in my screening.
Oh yeah.
And I had it. We were just talking about it earlier. I don't know. Anyway, what?
Gynecologist.
Not really. People were kind of like,
That didn't hit hard for me.
No.
yeah.
I think it ended on a weird thing. I think if they ended it being like DVLA or
No, but that's not a woman thing. The point.
you hear it here, folks. Women don't drive by Rob Button.
You know entirely that's not what I was saying. You know that what I'm saying is a woman-only thing is having a gynecologist appointment. So that wouldn't... Oh, you stupid cunt. And...
Robert!
What?
We don't say that word.
Do we not?
No.
Even when you're accusing me of
I can say it
like-
to you personally, but I don't say it on here.
femaleism. I will not be slandered in this way. I'm telling you that now.
That was such a posh thing for you to say.
What?
And we're not being slandered.
I will not.
No, I just thought that if, I don't know, there's something like to get her an identity.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, and
Or-
you know
or-
what
or-
I'm saying
Or she went
is,
for like an X-ray and she didn't have any bones.
the point of
I get that it's a female thing.
Yeah, the
and-
point of the line is to show that she is now a fully fledged human female,
Yeah.
and so what is a
and
representative
it does
of that?
call back to the thing that she says like, I don't have a vagina.
Yeah,
To that.
that was one of them as well. When Ken goes, "I have all the genitalia," and then they move on. She says, "I don't have a vagina," and he doesn't have a penis, and then he goes, "I have all the."
No, we
genitalia."
had a very good screening, and I was very happy with the people.
Yeah.
We had no issues.
Mm.
I saw online that there was one screening in America. Don't know if any of you two saw it, and they were letting their kid go on YouTube and have fully brightness on their phone,
great.
on a tablet, full volume as well.
Mm.
And this woman at the end of the film just went, "You need to tell your kid not to do that." Well, why
Mm.
don't you just get the ushers?
Yeah, literally.
They
like,
get kicked out
what-
20 minutes in.
what the hell? Jesus Christ!
Like, don't bring your kid if they're just like, take it away, turn it off.
Yeah,
That's the one thing that I'm hating.
that would
at the
annoy the
minute.
hell out of me. Yeah.
When we went, what was it when we went to go see Mission Impossible? There were like lads on the other end. Either they were filming bits of it, or they were just checking Snapchat all the time. And cause you see it, don't you? It's a pitch
Yeah.
black room. It's not hard to
Mm.
admit, but because they sat where the stairwell was, they had a wall in front of them. They thought they could get away with it.
I see.
They had no sound, which I didn't mind, and their
Yeah.
brightness was all the way down. It's still annoying.
Mm.
Turn it on silent. Don't check it.
Yeah.
If you're not that interested, fuck off.
Yeah.
Or just turn your phone off.
Yeah.
I turn mine off because I'm scared. Even if I put it on silent, I'll get some fucking noise.
Yeah.
I hate it. The only thing I'll do at the minute is the one thing was during Oppenheimer and Barbie was I had this on full, turned all my brightness down,
Mm.
and I had my jumper over it, and I'd just tap it slightly and just lift it up just to see what time it was.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were trying to make sure we had enough time to eat food
Mm.
during Oppenheimer, and then there was making sure that it wasn't going to go past like 1 o'clock in the morning when we finished Barbie.
Yeah.
But that's the only time I've ever done it. Because normally I just nudge you and go, "What time is it?
Yeah.
What time is it?" Because it's like we always go to see like 7 o'clock. So by the time we leave, it's pitch black darkness. But can you remember when we saw the Batman? And then there was like lads across from us, and they were just making dumb fucking noises.
No.
It just seems to be one thing at the minute where people go to the cinema and just ignore the rules and like general society norms.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll just go on my phone. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No. No.
Don't do that.
You go into like a pub or something, and the door's shut,
Mm.
and then it's like, oh yeah, you know what we'll do? Because this is not our place. We'll just leave the door open. We don't have heating to pay for. We don't have it to make sure it's cool enough.
Yeah.
It's if you walk into a place, you shut the door behind you, or ask someone, "Do you want the door leaving open?"
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to take your fucking shoes off and come clean up for us.
Yeah.
It's just I do it. You walk unless
It's
got
common courtesy.
unless it's got a shutter on it, automatically shutter.
Yeah.
If it's wedged open, then leave it open.
Yeah.
If it's not meant to be open, shut the fucking door.
Yeah.
Turn your fucking phones off. Shut the fuck up. I hate it.
Yeah.
At the minute, I get mild panic when we go see a film because it's like, who's gonna piss me off today? Because I'm fucking sick of it. Honest to God, it's someone talking loud. It's someone nattering. Someone on their phone.
Yeah.
Someone not pre-opening food. Someone brought a fucking picnic to Oppenheimer.
Rachel?
Not Rachel, but
Yeah. You were just there.
She's a
giant hamper.
behind us still having fucking Subway. That's where they had like fresh fruit, crisps.
Jesus.
Brought a massive carrier bag each with them.
Love that.
And the guy on the same row as us had like a bag. I thought you were going to pitch a tent.
Also, that guy really annoyed me.
Oh, yeah, he kept walking past us without saying anything. I thought he was like... there's enough space in an IMAX
Yeah.
to get past, but...
Courtesy to say, oh, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
even if under your breath, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Right, I need to calm down.
We do, yeah.
I need to
Tell you
calm
what,
down. I'm a bit
We're going to go and get coffee.
Should we go get coffee?
We'll see you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Thought you were gonna say that.
I got really riled up there.
You
I know,
do.
Christ. Hi, welcome back. We're now
Hi,
coffeeed up.
we've had a coffee. Luke's now joined us.
You may hear him from time to time. Yep, do that.
He's scratching himself. Sorry about my outburst earlier.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We have them all every so often. Oh yes.
A little background back on.
Something we did miss over the break is the, I don't want to say birth, maybe rebirth? No, birthing from the ashes of X.
You mean rebrand?
From Twitter.
You mean the rebrand?
Is Twitter dead and this is its child, or is it like a phoenix?
It's risen again, like as an order. I don't know. What are you doing?
Sorry, get in the wine.
I generally don't know. I've never really used Twitter. It's not my thing. I've never used it. It's not my thing at all. I think that it was very much. I don't know. It was just people bitching half the time.
Certainly, if you didn't have a niche in it, so like I get a lot of TV news, and I follow a lot of like journalists.
I get it all on Instagram now.
Yeah.
Any leaks, any updates, I just use Instagram. It's like, I think it's easier, less chaotic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So randomly, Elon, what a tool. He just went, yeah, we're just now X. Just no warning, no structure in place for all the words that surround Twitter, i.e. you have a tweet, you are tweeting, it's become its own word, it's a thing. What I'm going to send a tweet. No, I'm going to send an X. No, I'm going to send a
thread. That died quick.
Well, no, that's not Twitter. That's the point.
I know, but like, do you use it? I haven't checked it since it started.
I use it more than X now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe on the inside they knew about this rebrand that was going to go down, and that's why they kind of released threads when they did?
They look very similar in that the design language is a black background with a white symbol.
Logo.
Yeah.
I think that they released threads.
Oh, there's an X notification now. So stupid.
It's on silent, but okay.
It isn't silent. Did it make a noise? No, I did. I think it's very stupid.
I saw that he's taken down, like he closed the road down to take the Twitter logo off the New York building.
Yeah.
And there was no permit.
Oh right.
There was no warning. They
That's
just shut it down. I thought maybe like, he could just do it, get it in and out and done. And then he's put one on the roof now, a giant X, the actual logo, and it's like flashing, and people live across the street.
Well, I saw that whoever had the handle at X, just at the letter X, was just some kid who'd never used it since 2013, and we were all like, "Oh, well, he's going to be paid $1 billion."
They just so they can the account, I'm guessing.
Yeah. They just moved him on. They just gave him a new username of @X123456789 and just stole his username. And I was like, "That's not fair. You should have paid him a lot of money for that."
Well, not necessarily. They could have just said, "Are you using this account? We would like to."
So he sent a tweet out being like, "Oh right, okay then." Made me laugh. Anyway,
I don't get the rebrand.
It's very stupid.
It's not like it's fitting into Tesla or SpaceX.
It is SpaceX. That's obviously where it twigged to me the other day. That's obviously where Elon's brand is going.
X.
So you've got
He's got a lot of
SpaceX. Car X, is that where Tesla's going?
The Cybertruck's now looking like it's going to be in production because people are getting like, your car is now reserved.
Oh.
So it looks like they've built one, I've seen.
Yeah.
Like their first one off the line. And people are saying like, it looks wonky.
Oh, God.
Like things aren't lining up.
But it just looks awful. Why would you buy it?
I want one.
No, you don't.
I do.
It'd be stupid. And...
I don't want a Toyota Yaris. Why did you get one?
It was cheap. It gets me around everywhere. It's not what I want in life. Why do you have a Dacia?
No.
It's not what you wanted. Like it gets you from A to B.
It barely gets me to A to B. No, it does. It does. Besides the tyre bursting ones, that was kind of terrifying.
On the dual carriageway.
Dual carriageway, that was horrible. Fucking I hated every second of that. It was vile. I was like, oh, I've got low pressure. I'll sort it when I get home. Go around the corner. I'm gonna die here. What is your dream car? Do you have a dream car?
At the moment, so different stages of dream, different stages of life. In when
your young hot rod lifestyle that you so carelessly live right now.
Right now, practically, what I'd like as a dream car is either a nice high-end electric car, i.e., a nice Tesla, or a Mini, or
Mini electrics aren't good.
No, I know, but something like that right now.
Yeah.
Dream car of all time, just have and experience. I want a Nissan Figaro, which is absolutely gorgeous. You might have to Google that.
Yeah. Maybe.
And here is car. It's lovely. I love it. I want one. It looks like it's made in the 50s, 60s, but it was actually made in the 90s. It's like
I can't picture
retro.
it, but I
know.
know. I think I know what you're on about.
Yeah. And then I think also in life, I just want like a Bentley, just to be like, have a Bentley.
I have money.
I have money. Nothing but money.
I don't like Bentleys.
No, but
they're huge for what you are.
Oh yeah,
they're overly big.
But I'd rather have a Bentley than a Rolls Royce.
I'd rather have neither. Right now, to be fair, I'm very happy with. I don't even know what we call my car now, because the white one was called Trooper.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have a name.
The blue one doesn't have a name. I think when we first got it, we called it Smurf because it was blue, and I couldn't think of anything that else was blue.
Papa.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
My car's now called Papa. It's from my first car. Yeah, it's hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
My car was nothing.
Oh, it was just lovely, wasn't
it? It could not get up a hill. No. It couldn't do anything, bless it. But it tried. I think I had to get the brakes replaced on that twice. White one I had. It was great because it's essentially
fine, yeah.
The blue one is essentially the white one.
Yeah,
but it's different because we got a decent deal when we traded the white one because they wanted the white one,
and the white one had no media. It was very strange. There was no like media console in the middle,
but
so the passenger couldn't do anything. It was all on the
phone
stick.
It was all on my driving
It was all
wheel.
behind the driving wheel, which is very strange.
Yeah, but you could also put your phone in. It still had Android Auto, but your phone had to be the Android Auto screen.
It had its own software that wasn't Android Auto, yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange. So you just have, I just get a phone holder. I never use the inbuilt phone holder.
Yeah.
So it was very, very strange. Mm. And then, but yeah, right now, I'm very happy with Papa.
With Papa, yeah.
Issue with
you need to get a sticker of Papa Smurf and put it on your little car, on your lock.
I'm a lot. I'm a
On your
key.
Like, Bob Smith.
There's not many issues with it.
No.
Besides, I don't know.
No, I think it does you
To
well.
be fair, I mean, he gets his face on the glass. If it had a bit of a squarer boot where he had a bit more space,
Yeah.
because every time he goes into the boot of my car, it's just nose smudges everywhere.
Do you not put the back seats down so he's just got a bit more?
No.
Do that. Then he's got a bit more room.
He
to
hardly goes in my car
expand.
because he's not really meant to go in my car.
Yeah.
But on the off chance he has to go in,
Yeah.
he can do. Dream car for like future prospects of just me having my own car. It's a Nissan 370Z.
Can't picture it.
Picture it here. For all you audio listeners, it's very nice.
Google it.
It's on the same level, kind of, depending on which one you get on like a GT, because I do like a GT.
Yeah.
For like a family car, if I ever had like a family.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like the new Mockers, Vauxhall Mockers. They're quite nice, the new ones. They've just had a new front design.
Right.
But then like overall dream car, fucking don't know. Aston Martin. Something that'll kill me.
Okay.
Get an Atom or an F1 or a McLaren. Fuck it, I'll get a McLaren.
Oh God.
Fucking love it. There's a nice McLaren that comes through town every now and again.
I don't think I'd ever speak to you again.
What, for a McLaren? What's wrong with McLaren?
If you get anything like that, any sporty, useless car that's too low, you can't get over a speed bump. Like you just.
I'd have an Atom because they're like a massive go kart, but with like a V8 engine in it. They're great. There's no walls. It's just metal rods that hold you in and 4 little wheels. It's great.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the aerial Atom.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Yes.
Yeah, I'd have one of them.
Yeah, that's funny.
Just to go around a roundabout, just keep going, and then just down like a dual carriageway or something.
That is pure Kenergy.
Right. Okay. So when getting the coffee,
Yeah.
we as right now we are still listening to the Barbie soundtrack.
Over and again. I've slimmed it down to
Like
the best
4
tracks.
songs.
Yeah, because the others are garbage. And
Garbage.
And one of them is obviously My Name's Ken. And
No, it's not called I'm Ken. It's called
I'm Just Ken, sorry.
I'm Just Ken. Yeah.
And
Did you know Ryan Gosling is in a band, like an actual band?
No.
He's in like a spoopy horror kind of ghosty band.
God.
He's actually quite good.
Anyway.
So I'm Just Ken. And his character
It's a great
is
song.
Ken.
Yeah.
And Ken has Kenergy. And Kenergy is important for some reason. And we
were trying to explain to each other what our interpretations of Kenergy are. I interpret it as, so when Harry goes to see his friends at uni, who are like a bit more blokey than the people he normally spends time with.
Thank you. Rachel's making
No.
Who?
The tall one.
Folks, Ben.
Yeah,
Oh, he's wet, mate.
the one who was editing.
Can't say that.
That's staying in. And
Ben, I like you a lot and you're really good friends and love Sage too. It didn't mean that.
they've just perjured themselves.
I didn't say anything. All right, my hands are clean.
Agree?
I don't agree. I never said such thing.
Ben will agree.
What? Ben will agree that he's whipped. No, he
Now you
won't.
perjured yourself.
No, I didn't
You
because
just said it.
no, I said Ben will agree. Not I do not agree. My statement.
My God, this is our first like BBC level scandal. Jesus Christ. You're going to have to be let go. And
There's so many headlines.
oh my God, you're going to have to, take a leave of absence in your own right. And we're just going to have to secretly fire you. Yeah, you're going to have to do an apology video.
Oh my God.
Christ almighty.
Anyway, Ben.
That really wasn't the point. The point
Yeah,
was.
right. The point was Ben is nothing.
No,
like
just,
a lad.
that was just an example. But when you're at uni, like when we came out a few times of the building and there was that group who'd been to Scotland or whatever, and like you're just a bit more like macho-y around them, be like, oh, how you doing, mate? Oh, yeah, great. And you're just a bit I don't want to say straighter because you're not straight, but you know what I'm saying.
I am straight.
Yes, you are straight, but no, you're not straight. So you are
the way
straighter than you are when you are with comfortable friends where you're just yourself. I think
I'm comfortable now.
That to me, no, I know that to me is Kenergy is putting on the laddiness to compete with other lads, and that's Kenergy.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I do get that. I just think that when it comes to stuff like being around those other people,
Yeah.
my way of being like that is because I'm being generally friendly I'm going to beat myself in a minute because
What?
beep myself.
Oh.
Redact myself, sorry. What do you think I said?
You're going to beat yourself, as in
I might do.
off. Yeah.
I've got no plans after this.
This needs some heavy editing.
No, it doesn't.
It really does. Anyway.
So I'll redact myself. Essentially, their idea wasn't fully complete, and for their documentary when we saw it, and basically going into it, and they came back, everything went to shit for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, you've just wasted so much time because you didn't have a solid plan. We went to Norfolk knowing what we had to do, when we had to do it, where we had to do, what we had to get.
Yeah.
And we just planned it to a T.
Mm.
And that's only a 2-hour drive. We could have done it in 3 days, but we stayed there for a week.
Yeah.
They had to go all the way up to Scotland. It's like when we went to Manchester to shoot a film.
Yeah.
We had 2 days. We know we had 2 days. If we had if we had any more time, we would stay, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
If we didn't do it in 2 days, it's either being cut or it fucked it.
Yeah.
But so around them, I just have to be generally nice. If they're on my team, I'm just like how I am.
Yeah.
If I'm not working with them, it's I don't care what your issues are.
Yeah.
It's like, I assume where you work, you have different places of staff that you don't really talk to. So when you're around them, they're like, you're right.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose you're right. But
Because your Kenergy is different to my Kenergy.
go on,
I
then.
think.
What is your interpretation of Kenergy, then?
Well, I don't know, because the way I understood Gosling's character, he was a bit he was like a simpleton. He was very blindsided to the idea of patriarchy and horses. Yet he wants to be that sweet, loving simp of a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then the adult shit kicked in, and he was a bit stupid and a bit rednecky. And then he wants to go back to being a simpleton. I'm just Ken. If you can't deal with me, I'm just me. So when you're like being bitchy, I either know it's you're tired, you're out of coffee, or you've not eaten, and you're just generally deprived of 3 things. And if you're really giddy, it means something's gone off. You've got tea to give me, or like you're just like hopped up on caffeine.
Yeah. So
I think
you've just said something. So what to you? If you say if at any point you'd go, oh, he's got Kenergy. You look at that Kenergy. What is actually happening in that moment?
I think it means to me like if you were being really sweet and cute and like being really nice to somebody.
Yeah.
But deep down, I know that
that's not who you are.
That's not who you are.
Right. There we are. Okay. I like that. Yeah.
So not knowing. So if I never met you and we were generally just hosts of this,
yeah,
and we weren't mates before, I'd know that. All right, he's a lovely guy, but I kind of know he's a bit bitchy.
Yeah.
But I know you, so when you're being bitchy, I know you don't mean it. Yes. Or you're tired, you're tired, you're out of caffeine, or you're hungry.
Yes. There's other
fucking hell, when you are hungry, you are Godzilla. It's no prisoners.
I haven't eaten yet, ladies and gentlemen, so that could pop at any moment. We actually went to go and get lunch, and then
you didn't buy any food.
I know. Then we just came back with just coffee. I've not eaten any solid food today. I didn't have any breakfast. I just had some more coffee. I've not eaten any food. This is not going to go well. This is not going to be a good afternoon. I've got a business meeting later.
Have you?
Yeah. I've got Zoom.
Ooh. Can you miss the money bags?
I know. Blimey. Well, there we are.
That's Kenergy for you.
That's Kenergy, and I think that's a good point to round off for today.
Oh yeah, Rachel went on holiday. How was it?
Oh
yeah, fine.
Yeah, good.
Great, good.
Right, bye.
Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you ever so much for watching. Please do, follow us on all the socials, and generally, how was your holiday? Generally, because otherwise we are assholes. Otherwise.
Fine. No, it was good. I got there, saw that it was open bar because it was all inclusive,
Mm.
and it wasn't usually.
Love an open bar.
Usually, when you go on an all-inclusive holiday, the alcohol's piss weak.
It means
And you
watered down.
And you have to pay extra.
Yeah, I watched this guy make a mojito with, I think it was 2/3 of the glass of tequila.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Have that, but I think it was.
But is that a ploy so you get everyone so drunk
That
That they-
charge you whatever.
but also they don't want to eat as much food?
Well,
Maybe.
this is the thing. I got so drunk that I got ill and then didn't want to drink or eat anything.
Exactly. That's the ploy. So
Did I
yeah.
ever tell you the story that Dad used to go to a pub and the landlord used to serve, but he also used to drink at the same time. So by the end of the night, it used to start as £3 a pint or whatever, and he used to be like, "Oh, it's 20p," because he didn't know how much he was meant to charge. So, but then he'd give you like, if you give him like 50p, he'd give you a quid back. But you were that pissed, he didn't know.
This is actually you telling a story about you, but you've disguised it as your father.
Dad once slept on a rose bush drunk.
Great. Go Paul.
Because he was drunk and he got locked out, so he just slept on a rose bush and...
It's so painful.
No, because he was drunk, he didn't care. Woke up the next morning, went home, had a shower and went to work.
Oh, but now he'd just be covered in scratches.
Doesn't matter.
Ow. The shower would hurt. Oh, my God.
It's Paul.
It's Paul. What,
Open bar.
what a man.
Got a couple weddings coming up. I say coming up in the next 3 years.
Do you want a
2
plus
years.
one? Great. Open bar, thanks.
Well, depending on... One of them's not my wedding that I've been invited to by the main person. I'm a plus one. And the other wedding is... I already have a plus one because they got invited on the same card as me.
Jesus.
I mean, whether they are open bars, I'll find out.
If anyone has an open bar and would like to invite us, please do.
Yeah, if it is an open bar,
Bring some home.
all I'm doing. If it's not, bring my own. Because then it's going to be extortionately amount of money.
Take the switch.
Yeah, congrats.
Bowl.
I've got to bowl. There's only 5 hours left. I must get the golf.
Speaking of, we do need to unlock things. So we will say goodbye.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Generally. Glad you had a holiday. And
I was going to say glad you had a good holiday rather than just glad you had a holiday.
give us a break.
We released her for a week.
Into the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you ever so much for listening, everybody. Please do sure to follow us on all the socials. And remember that videos come out on a Friday.
Oh, yes.
There'll
On
be...
YouTube.
Yes, on the YouTubes. I've lost touch. I forgot what I was going to say.
Thanks very much. Bye.
That was it. Thanks for watching. Bye. It's bye from me.
And it's bye from me.
And it's bye from Rachel.
Bye.
Bye.
Wolf back.
What did you say? Wolf back.
Wolf back. So that's what my dad said.
Say bye.
He's got his tail on his head. That's so cute. How does he do that? That's so cute.
His tail bends. Don't piss the dog off.
I know, but why would he put it on his own face?
I've seen him. He slept in some weird positions. You do know that.
Great. Good chat, everyone. Good
Good show.
show.
Good show.
Bloody good show.